What's up, everybody? It's your girl Naya back with another video. And this week we're doing something different, a little bit specialer. Very excited because I did like a little day in the life before long while ago, and it's time to do a week in the life. And I was thinking about doing this last week, and then I found out this week is what they call Holy Week, which is something I didn't even know before. This is the perfect week to do it then. So I'm really excited. I got a lot of things to be working on right now, so we're gonna see the progress together and take you guys along this journey. I also want to go over each day. I want to show, kind of elaborate on what the day is in Holy Week. So before I start doing the work, boom, that little tidbit. Nice little touch. I like that. Well, first it started yesterday. Yesterday was Palm Sunday, which I didn't even know about that either. I'm learning more and more, you know, trying to dive deep into my faith, learning, delving, being, living, all the above. Okay, but yesterday was Palm Sunday, which was symbolizing when Jesus went back into Jerusalem, and as he came in, he was riding on a donkey, and they came with palm leaves, and they were welcoming him in with the leaves, like as a king coming in. And that symbolizes the start of Holy Week, because progressively, you know, goes to get worse after that, but at least, you know, it started well. It's Monday, so this symbolizes when he went into the temples and seeing that they were doing like selling gold, and they were just doing all type of selling and scamming pretty much in there. And he went in there and he's up doing the tables, saying, what is this? This is supposed to be a holy temple, and you guys are up in here doing all kind of stuff that's not supposed to be. So he's up in there, he's starting an uproar. You know, this is how it starts getting started. This is how everybody starts getting mad and turning on him. So boom, that's for today, Monday. That's where we at. First thing we're gonna pretty much do is boom, get into this table right here. See if you guys see a little bit more clear. A lot of the things that I've been trying to do recently with these last few projects that I just started is use up as much scraps as I can. I went in this bin right here. There's a couple bins right here. I went in there and cleaned it out and tried to organize and see what pieces I can use right now in as many ways as I can. So that's pretty much a lot of that you're gonna see this week and how we transform it. And I love taking something of perceived low value and turn it into something great and amazing, awe-striking statement pieces, you know? So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So the first one is this, which is pretty much strips. These strips, all different sizes, boom, put on here. And my plan is we have this little bit left to do. I was working on it yesterday a little bit, but my sister, she came and visited, and we ended up watching this movie, and I was cooking dinner and stuff, so boom, boom, boom. You know, didn't finish it all yesterday as I wanted to, but today's a new day. So we're gonna finish that, boom. And pretty much my plan with this one is fill these, boom, and have it all filled, different type of things, and then in the middle fill with epoxy. So that's going to be very clean, very nice. And right now you can kind of see they're all kind of different levels. I'm also going to get that leveled, possibly before I put the epoxy in. That probably will be the best thing after I get it glued down. We'll see how it goes. For right now, we focus on the step right in front of us. So boom, we have to finish these, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, a lot of these I pretty much rough cut with the jigsaw. This one I attempted to get down, but this knot is just in the way, so we're not going to use this one. I couldn't do it with the circular saw because it was so thin. So all these kind of rough kind of cuts, I've been planing to get to a nice crisp finish. So that's pretty much what we're doing. little break. My sister just got me this caramel iced latte. Let's see how it's busting. The top, nice and chocolatey. Fun fact, I love Dunkin' the best. Out of every place you could go to, Dunkin'. Sit here all day until this is gone. So, might need to not do that. Alright, now we got everything laid out pretty perfectly. Not perfectly because, you know, what's perfect? But it looks nice. Here, I'll show you guys a little bit better. Oops, a little bit better. Everything looks real rough right now, but it's gonna look very, very different by the time it's done and sanded. A lot of this, like this, all this gray, gone. A lot of the dirt that's on here, gone. It's just a process. Pretty much what my next step is gonna be is gluing these down. I gotta take this stuff off because I was sanding here the other day and it got hecka dusty. So we're gonna take all this off, glue, and we're gonna glue piece by piece because I have these type of clamps and I feel like that's gonna be the best way to get this pressed down. But I only have 6 of them, so we have to do it piece by piece, which is good anyway because I'm not about this much glue left. I had this whole bottle too, but I went through it. And I gotta see if I'm gonna need some more anyways, and see if I'm gonna need to get some more for this project, which I probably will, but we're gonna see. So take you guys through piecing it piece by piece. Also, fun fact, I counted it, 52 pieces, 52 weeks. To dry, probably about an hour or so would be enough to hold up for this to have a good hold, and then us to move on to the next section. Really, it's not needing much glue or needs to stay too strongly because when I fill the middle with epoxy, that's going to bond it. You know, it won't be going nowhere, but still better safe than sorry to have it so things don't move around or anything. But while we wait on that, we're going to go to my scrapwood table that I've been working on for a while. I had to glue in some of the cracks because like this one, I had just glued them all down by the bottom, and I don't know what I was thinking to not glue the sides like this to each other, and some of them was just given no. So I had to fill some of those gaps up with glue, and now we got to sand that down, which sanding glue takes forever, but luckily for you guys, it's going to be time lapse. Also waiting for a package to come today so we can do some unboxing with that when it gets here. Go ahead and put this somewhere safe. super excited. Package came, and let's see what we got. Butter. Where's mine? Need these. I need to be swinging them around, but nevertheless. Oh. Okay, we're gonna take all of them out. Oh yeah. Money fold the Beyblades. No, but okay. So what are they? These are the pieces. Let's take one of them out. The one I think I'm gonna be using. These are the pieces for my angle grinder down there. I ordered these because for one of the projects that I'm gonna be working on this week, I need it. It's gonna be my first time using an angle grinder too, so y'all gonna see that first go. Look at this thing. That thing is sharp, shining. But I'm ready for it. Shoot. At least I hope so. But yeah, I really need this angle grinder sanding pit kind of sanding piece to do some good. So we'll see how that turns out. This is okay. We got this piece. We'll do a full thing. We'll take them all out. Got this piece. These things are sharp. Okay, this one. And now I don't know which one I'm gonna use between these two. And I feel like these two are the main type. I'll come with this little ring. I don't know what this is for. We're gonna figure that out. This one is kind of more of a flatness, and these ones protrude. Ooh. Now this one, ooh. Definitely strange. I don't know what this is. I think it's like to do it kind of on the side. It's weird that it's not flat. Interesting. I'm excited for that though. First time using angle grinder. Of course, angle grinder's perfect, so versatile for many things, and definitely needed for this next project. So, and I'm so thankful because that angle grinder, I got it from my neighbor for Christmas. He gave it to me just as a present, and it was just so nice. I was like, oh my gosh. So now I got some pieces for it. We finna do our thing. Yeah. Today's been a chill day. Not too much. Just gluing down those pieces, finishing up the pieces, gluing up those pieces, and sanding this scrap wood table. My brain is in another place. But finish up sanding the scrap wood table with 80 grit, pretty much. And then I'm gonna fill some of these holes because when I sanded it, some holes came up from the old putty that I put in there. It must not been secure, but fill that up so I can start sanding the finer grits tomorrow, and just see what we do for the rest, what we keep on doing. So I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow. What's up, everybody? It's your girl and I are back. Day 2, Tuesday, and today we're gonna get busy. Today in the Holy Week, second day, this is the day Jesus came back to the temple after he was flipping over tables and, you know, trying to cast out everybody that was in there scamming. Came back, addressed all the Pharisees that were in there, and started calling them out and saying that, hey, you pretend to be holy on the outside, but on the inside, you know, you're far from God, you're in your wicked ways, and all kind of stuff like that. So really just itching that fire, burning it, lighting it up, everything. Today, in our particular realm of work, we're gonna be, I just glued all this down, so I'm super debating if I should plane first, get everything level, or if I should just pour the epoxy, wait for the epoxy, because I have some epoxy coming today, so I can put it right in the middle of it, wait to get the epoxy, and then kind of level things after. I'm gonna try first to probably see about leveling a couple ones and see how that goes first, because I'm trying to see whichever one's gonna work the best. And then yesterday I was sanding this table a little bit. I got a couple spots on there, like a couple glue spots that kind of wanted to stay that I need to dig in there and get. And then I need to start working my way up the grits, 120, 150, 220, and get that there. And then pretty much we'll be good with that. I also need to look online today because I was super debating between doing wood legs or metal legs. I've never done metal legs, but I've always kind of wanted to, and I feel like this is the perfect table for some metal legs to order those. But first I need to see what kind of ones I want. I did do a little bit of looking already, but I'm just, I be wanting things to really be the best they can be, so that causes a lot of indecisiveness. So I don't know, we're gonna try to figure that out today and see if we can find something. Yeah, so pretty simple today, trying to get these two tables progressed a little bit more before I move on tomorrow to starting this other project that I have in mind, and getting this table that I just poured some epoxy for and getting that demolded, and I will end up showing you guys that as well. So yeah, just going through some motions and seeing what we can accomplish today. Okay, first I'm gonna test out real quick and see on these two big ones. Hopefully they're not going alternating grains, or else one of them's gonna get messed up. But we're gonna see if this will work better. Let's see. As you can see, that grain's going the other way. I'm gonna turn it around. If you learn anything at all from this video, is grain direction matters. Watch. Just see how different this is. Let me see if this will move. See how it's a little bit less abrasive. Much easier.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling.
Alrighty, we got a new motto. Swiping away dust, use a brush. Yeah, that burned a little bit.
Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar, I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar, this world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir.
We got things much more level. Everything's not perfectly level. We're gonna end up getting it much more level when we sand it, but it's pretty good for now. Next thing to do is pretty much build a mold for it, for the epoxy, and I'm thinking maybe something just boom and boom to make it easier, especially since all these pieces are kind of different on the ends. I don't think it's, besides this part that's kind of uneven, that it will leak or anything if I make sure. we'll see either way. Okay, as I'm cleaning this table, I started to get to thinking, and I thought, since this is so thick, boom, why not fit some LED strips in here and give it some light? So just to like level it up. And yeah, it's gonna be a little bit postponed because I was gonna try to do the epoxy today, so give it a good amount of time to start curing, but I'm just gonna wait on that, get the LED lights, and just make it better, and it's gonna be well worth the wait. I know it. So what's up, everybody? Back with day 3, Wednesday, and today in the Holy Week was the day that Judas agreed to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, which is like $300 today. Today in our plans, I plan to, I got this scrapbook table yesterday up to pretty much 220, did some water popping in between, raising the green and everything. So I have my last 220 coat to scrape it down, and then we're gonna start putting on the finish. And the key to a good finish that I found out by trial and error is slow. Slow is the quickest way to get it looking beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is pretty much 1 coat a day until we get to 4. So it's gonna take a few days, but it's gonna be very good. It's gonna cure nicely in between, and yeah. After I do that, we're gonna start on this other table that I have demolding it at the epoxy mold I had it in, and then start, I think I'm gonna square it up first and then start sanding it. That's gonna be a process for the day. And then I have another project that we may or may not get to, we're gonna see, but I think we'll have time to get to that, start that. So yeah, busy day, wrapping things up, beginning things, doing the do. So let's get into it. This bad boy squared up. This is the back side, super leaky, but what I'm gonna do is sand the back first, then sand the other side. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get it all sanded with this 80 grit today, because one thing about epoxy, it takes super long to sand. You know, this would be the perfect time for a time saver or a planer, but you know, we all work what we got. We'll put in the extra time and see what we can get done. Plus, with this sander, one thing I learned from the past 2 sanders that I kind of just blew through is moderation. We are not going to just grind it out, because that's what I would usually do, just grind it out, but we're gonna moderate it, you know, here and there throughout the week. Because I want my sander to last, you know. So yeah, let's see what we can do for today. Sanding somewhat. But this sanding that I got, totally, okay, it has Velcro on it, so it's totally, it was just not doing what it needed to do. So what I'm gonna try to do is this piece that I have here, boom, I'm gonna try to attach it like that and glue it down, and then just wait and see after tomorrow if that does the do. Yeah, very much good on Max, and we just gotta do what we gotta do right now. I was gonna start this tree project, but I don't know. I'm feeling like just waiting till tomorrow, making me some salmon, and calling it a day. Today's April Fool's Day, and it's feeling like a joke. Like, but it's okay because God willingly, we'll have tomorrow. Keep on. Keep it on. What's up, YouTube? We back for day 4. Now. Day 4. This is the day that the Last Supper was on. And pretty much, we all know the story, Last Supper. They getting together, communion. Jesus already knows Judas is about to betray him. Jesus is being reflective. He's, seeing everybody together, gathered together. And, yeah, just a final reflective moment of how things are before they change. Telling the disciples, I need you to go out and make more disciples. I need you to do as I have taught you. Okay? And that's what we're supposed to do as well. Follow in Jesus' footsteps and do as he as he has done, and try to make this world just that much better, because we know it's crumbling a little bit. I don't know. So the ones that, every little person that's doing their part is helping. That's that on that. Now, I'm going to do my part in doing what we have to do. Second coat of that we're going to do first before we start kicking up dust in here. And then I did glue this down yesterday, so we're going to see about this piece and sanding at least. I'm really trying to at least get the back of that before maybe starting the top part tomorrow. Maybe today if we do a little bit right now. Let the sander rest and do some later. And then we're going to start on our next project, which I'm a little bit nervous about because it's going to be my first time using an angle grinder. And if you know anything about angle grinders, that's one of them tools too. Like, there'll be some tools that you literally have to be wary of. You have to respect it big time. And that's one of them. So we're going to see how that turns out. First review on some of these pieces that I just got acquired. And just see how the day goes and really put our best foot forward. So let's do it. A little tidbit. I know you see me before I put the finish on. I was sanding with each of the grain, going different directions, trying to make sure to get out all scratches and everything like that. Now with this, thank the Lord that since this finish is on there, and when I scuff it, I'm gonna scuff it with 220 so the next finish can adhere to it. But luckily I don't have to go each direction of the grain because I'm not going to be sanding any wood. I'm just sanding the finish, which is lightly on top of it. So I can just boom, 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 whichever way. Makes it a little bit easier. For a couple hours, got some spots peeking through. Tomorrow I'm gonna sand for a few more and see what else we can accomplish and peek through. You know, seems like the next pass, probably everything will rise to the surface. But yeah, not too shabby. Okay, y'all, we about to start our next project, and well, I'm a little bit nervous because this is my angle grinder that I got that I'm gonna be trying for the first time, and I just want it to be nice to me. But we're gonna see how it goes. Definitely have some things to be angling. I think as long as everything gets clamped down fine, we should be fine. So, by the grace of God, we are gonna do this. Right. Let's try it out. I know y'all saw that. I think I had the clamp on way too tight because it's not the glue or anything, because it broke right on the piece of wood. But what do you think this is? We about to glue this right back together. Of course, I'm not gonna work on it today, but I'm gonna glue it back together and then finish it later. But we have other pieces to work on, so we're just gonna get to that, and don't clamp it down too tight. I'm glad that wasn't too bad though. Yeah. I figured that I might need to use the jigsaw to cut some of this off because I want this to be a lot skinnier. So I'm going to use the jigsaw to do that on some of these pieces. Y'all, I'm searching, right? Because I'm like, where's my blade for this? Because this isn't reaching all the way to the bottom. It's not going to the bottom. So I'm like, where are my blades at? Where are my blades at? I'm over here searching 5-10 minutes like, okay, they have to be in here somewhere. Like, that's automatic. So I'm looking. Why are the blades tucked right here? Thank God they're visible. This is why I like good organization. Snapped another one. Clamping to extreme. But can you blame me? I really don't want this to go nowhere. We gotta figure this out. We got somewhat progress with the angle grinder. It's not too bad actually for my first time. So, couple relapses, snaps, but that's all right. So tomorrow we're gonna kind of touch those up. I got some more over here. We're gonna see what we can conjure up with those. Super dirty in here, so I'm gonna clean that. And yeah, catch you guys on day 5. All right, we back for day 5, and today is Good Friday. Now, this is the one. This is the one where the night before Jesus was betrayed, taken away. In the morning, he's counseled in front of everybody to be sentenced. The priest chiefs got everybody against him. The guy that's sentencing them is like, are you sure you guys want to do this? There's like another criminal here, Barnabas, that you guys say you wanted to give up. And then they're like, yeah, get him, crucify him. So boom, now they put the robe, purple robe on him, put the crown on him, and he's walking to the cross, gets on the cross, all type of slanders going on, and dies for everybody's sins. At night he's being buried, he's put into the tomb. Yeah, it's Good Friday for a reason, and we are going to make it good over here too. So today, pretty much more sanding on this. Before we do that, of course, we need to do the 3rd coat on the scrapwood table over here. Boom. And then we're going to continue on with these pieces. And just like we were doing yesterday with the grinder, not clamp too hard today. Still waiting for the LEDs and stuff for this. Be real excited to work on that too, but maybe not this week. Should be pretty chill day. A little bit kind of repeating of yesterday, but extended on and more progress. It's more like yesterday was the start, and today's more wrapping things up, or getting them to that point. So 3 hours later, still seem like I barely scratched the surface, pun intended. Also because I have the sander on a low setting, to be cautious so I don't burn the motor out. And I'm not just being cautious for nothing. Fun fact, my sister got me that sander, and that's not the original one. Thank God she got a warranty, because I found out that if you put it on the highest setting 6, this would just be scraped off just beautifully. It'd probably take much less time, but doing so, you run that risk of blowing that motor out, as I have done before. Went a little crazy. So, tortoise won the race. We're gonna take it nice and slow, bit by bit. Alright, y'all, we've been grinding. Look at this. It's dusty as heck in here. It's staying there. Cancerous in here. But it's our progress so far. I have one piece that I didn't get to do, and then I separated a bunch. So I went from 6 pieces to 12. There's still some kind of molding of the shapes that I want to do. I haven't got them all completely molded the way I want them. The ones that I do have molded, I'm going to sand a little bit, continue molding the rest tomorrow, continue sanding that tomorrow. Today was kind of like a middle ground. Yesterday was like a beginning, middle, and then we're gonna see about tomorrow. But it's the 6th day, so should be good. That's my favorite number, 6. Born on a 6, just a good number for me. So we're gonna see how it goes. All right. A couple hours later and one Saw movie later, we are here. You may be thinking, Saw movie? It's because I influenced myself. I looked at my memories and I seen on there that this day, 6 years ago, 2020, I watched Saw 4. And then on one of the clips, it was like, I was like, oh, they got them hecka messed up because they had it where one person couldn't talk and one person couldn't see. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. So I just put it on, and it was pretty interesting. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm tired. I feel whoop, look a little whoop. So yeah, it's about to be day 6 in a few minutes. So we're gonna just out some of these pieces I want to do real quick, maybe a couple of them, so I'm just a little bit more prepared, and see y'all tomorrow. What's up, y'all? We are back and better today. Today is Saturday, the 6th day, and what's special about today is this pretty much is the day where everything was quiet. Well, silence, you know, but a lot can happen in the stillness. A lot, let me tell you that. And just being, a lot can happen in just being. Today we're gonna put on our 4th and final coat of poly for this bad boy. Can't wait to see that fully come together, full circle. That's gonna be a beautiful thing. Then we have our table right here, which, boom, I'm hoping I can put a full force into that today and really grind it away. That's one thing about epoxy. It is stubborn. I thought I was stubborn. No, it's stubborn. And then we have our pieces that we want to shape. You can see some of them. I have some drawn lines just to where I want to kind of cut them a little bit, you know, make them look nice and good. This one is starting to look good already. Still needs more sanding, and based on the few hours that I did last night, I'm gonna tell that this is gonna be a lot of sanding on that, but I'm here for it. A lot of it is just going through the motions, progressing things piece by piece, which can be tedious at times, especially when you're doing something and it's like barely moving. We're moving. Luckily, we're making good progress within these past few days, but sometimes it be looking like no movement. Nevertheless, we shall persist no matter, because one thing about it, and two things for sure, you keep going, something's gonna give. I'll tell you that much. We're gonna keep going and see what gives today. Okay, I cut off some of these pieces that I wanted to, you know, shape it better, shape these pieces better. So now we're pretty much ready to sand. Get a lot of them looking like this, but a little bit better. As we get them sanded, then you should be able to see more and more what we're trying to do here. I know you guys are probably wondering, well, what have you been trying to do with these this whole time? But I've been, you know, wanting it to just come together and you guys see. So we shall see if we get to the next step after sanding.
A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that.
Okay, we almost got it. We got a few more spots that are being quite stubborn, but that's okay. Gonna get there eventually. You don't even want to know how many hours I put into sanding that today, but all for the good, all for the good, all for the great. Was gonna sand these pieces, start sanding these pieces, but I don't usually watch too much TV during the week, so I might put on a couple episodes of Walking Dead. I've been having some nostalgia on that, rewatching that a little bit here and there. Mom's going to get my sister right now. She's coming back tonight for Easter, so probably watch some episodes with her. Probably do that and just chill for the rest of the night. Yeah. Catch y'all in the morning. Okay, everybody, back. Day 7, Easter. Should be a pretty chill day. Usually on Sundays I do light work anyways, but since it's Easter, we gonna see what we do today at all. You seen that tree flash in the background? This ain't Christmas tree, this Easter tree. Right now I'm about to go to Starbucks with my sister, get a drink, and then we're gonna get ready to go to church. I haven't been to church in a while, but that's all right, because you don't need church to know God, but that's another story for another day. So let's just see how the day goes. Okay, drink. That didn't do anything, it's thick. Why do you think that was so? Let's see. I want to taste it.
This is not good.
Oh.
It tastes like, why does it taste nutty? It's an espresso frappuccino mocha.
Tastes like mocha, that's what I was about to say. If you know anything about me, I'm saying I love Camaros. I always say, oh, Camaro, Camaro, Camaro. Anybody ask me something about a car, Camaro. Look at this. You got the blue, ooh, and the red. Feeling like hot cold. Y'all. After that burrito, I just took a beautiful nap. I was out of it. Going to get a jump start on next week, today, by sanding those pieces, and then hopefully I can get some sanded so I can show you guys kind of the vision. It'd be chill. I'm gonna just sand that for a few hours. Four hours later, and one piece sanded. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those projects that takes a while. was gonna show me sending this, but my storage is getting there. It's getting there. After this video, shoot, it's getting there. But I will show y'all real quick what I was trying to do, just to be nice. Okay, pretty much, boom, this base. Then, like some pieces, boom. With these pieces, somehow, this needs to be angled, but anyways, somehow, boom. Maybe some of these small pieces into something like a tree, but like all of these assorted. Maybe you can't see the vision right now. I don't know if, and I don't know if I want to do it in something that's going to be like decor, like just a decor type thing, or if I should make it something functional, like to hang things on or something. We haven't decided that far. Honestly, all of this project is like a whim project. I was just trying to see what I can use with these smaller pieces of scraps that I have, and I feel like this is a good one. We shall see how it turns out. But it's been a good Holy Week. Shoot, I'd say it's been pretty productive. Overall, it's just been a good week. You know, every day is a great day to be alive. Never forget that one. Each day is important. Stay tuned for more. If you guys want to see how these projects turn out, you know, I'll definitely be posting results when I'm finished with them. Excited to see everything to come full circle, as well as just keep on progressing the process. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. You know, if you guys want more videos type like this, because you know, not too bad. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for watching this video, especially if you made it to here. Yeah, we are created to create, so keep on